All right, we're gonna try something different that we did even before for this. I have been wanting to play the Fantasy Star. What's the full term? I guess it's the Sega Ages 2500 Volume One. It was the PlayStation 2 uh, remake. I guess at the time you would have said high fidelity or like I guess big HD sprites, even though it wasn't HD, of Fantasy Star One. I had played Fantasy Star One on the Master System briefly when I owned it about 15, 20 years ago. Didn't beat it. It was too hard at the time. You know, I didn't want to really focus on it. I also had didn't want to have to draw maps or figure things out. I didn't really actually ever beat it until we received at TWIG for review the Nintendo Switch Sega Ages version that M2 did, because it added things like I think you could increase the experience that you gained, the money you gained. You could mess around with some of those boost settings, as well as having an auto mapper for the dungeons. So it added some quality of life stuff that was really good, and I really enjoyed it. And I thought, okay, well, I've wanted to play a remake for a while, and there's been the patched version, so I figured I'd try out the English patched version, and try it with some of these filter settings. I think I have like a 4 times resolution scaler shader setting for it. It doesn't change too much, unlike like the CRT shaders we did for the Super Nintendo stuff, but it still should be pretty fun. And this is going to be much shorter sessions because I know it's going to take some time with it because I don't really know the game very well, having only beaten it once. I don't know the layout. I'm going to have to talk to all the people inside, every town. I'll take my time grinding a little bit because I don't know what the difficulty is going to be like, and yeah, we'll take it from there. It should be fun. So let's boot up the game and transition into it. I think I've got the filter set and everything. I mean, that looks pretty clean. So it looks like the 4 times scaler shader is working on it. So okay, it's Japanese controls, obviously, so it's circle button versus the cross. Okay, I can already see that it's taking a little literal translation and not necessarily doing much to clean it up to make it embellished. So they're telling it. I guess there's no voice acting in here or anything. It's just being done through still images. It's still cool. It's a cool trick. Let's see what the graphics actually look like, because I've only seen screenshots of it. Okay, I think I have full control now. It was set to mono? I don't want to press that. So there's no way to change the control layout, so I'll just have to use the Japanese style controls. Okay. That is... Yeah, it looks pretty clean. As of this recording, I did get one of those upscaler scan converters for Christmas, and I've just updated the firmware on it, and I'm getting it all set and going, so I'll be able to play my physical games directly and imports and that through my capture card. So that should be something we should experiment with later. But let's just see. Was there anything in the home? That's kind of weird. So you can't go up that extra level. Okay. Buy my guest and go out then. So yeah, there's some stuff that could be worked on. I can already tell this is one of those games where you gotta talk to people multiple times. It actually does feel like a reskinned 8-bit game. Like they didn't do much else, and having the keywords pop up with like symbols and everything. I don't know if we're going to do a full playthrough of this game. Depends on how it feels as I'm playing it. But this might just end up being a let's test it out sort of game. But if I get hooked, we'll see. Okay, come on. Gotta be careful or it hooks me back into talking right away. Well, those are way out of our league. But get that. We have nothing else. Okay. So at least we have a little bit of protection. Okay, you can use the analog stick to have full range. Okay, so I'm assuming we don't have any auto mapping. I hope they did the same exact design as the original. Because then at least I can use the map online. They got some money at least. I have never liked first-person games like this, or at least as a dungeon crawler. Okay, so now we're back to where we were. Do you have anything to say? Need help? Okay, that's fine. Can you go that way? Up there. Okay, so what about healing items? Good enough to at least get a sound. That side. So this. Oh yeah. The advantage of this is it'll be a shorter game. I mean, it was, I think, about the same length as Final Fantasy 1. Is it really Ja Rule? It's murder. Where's Ja? Ja Rule's right here. Man, oh man. I've got, oh. I gotta figure out how I can take a screenshot of this. Oh wait, I have a button for that. Boop. So play some of these. Well, it's already a little easier than the original, where you could die in like 2 hits. Okay. Number 2. Did it auto heal me? It does not auto heal you. Should hopefully get harder now. I save. To go back inside the town? This won't end well. Oh, wait a minute, I have healing. Oh. Let's get back to the town. Why does one save? I want to see if it says next 88. Is it when I hit 88 experience, or is it I have 88 left to get? Okay, it's when you hit that amount. Well, that was close. Okay, so I'm getting the feeling I'm not going to probably end up playing this beyond a certain point, but we'll play a little bit just to see how it feels. See, there's a cave there. Go to town to heal up. Actually, how much? Gain one more level. Unless I can like enable Game Shark or something here, this is going to be a grind probably worse than the original game. Looking just how it feels and how quickly you're entering battle. It looks neat, but it's okay, let's go heal up. And didn't mean to go up, it just sort of slipped up there. I'm gonna take a quick look-see. Is there... Is there a way to do... It's there. I am checking to see... There's a way to put in, like, cheat codes. So we can just mess around. Not seeing anything yet. See any way to do it, so perhaps in the future, if I come back to the game, that's what I'll do, is we'll do a run where it's like codes enabled just to see how everything works. And is my next level 60? We're starting to ramp up a little bit, but let's go to that little cave. Because it's not so much that I want to experience the story. I played the original, or I guess the M2 Sega Ages version, and it's cool. I just want to see how they change the presentation, maybe. At least I can say it does work fast, and I know obviously it would have been, if I'm reading it directly from a disc, it would have been slower, but the overall feel is that I think the game is small enough that it can load a lot of its assets into RAM, because it is basically a higher quality sprite that you've got here painted on the screen. All right. Okay. Backing up. Okay. Forward. Down, yeah. Oh, I do not like not having a map. Can I not? I don't... Okay. How do you equip anything? Do you literally have to do this? Oh, yeah, you... Okay. Oh, good lord. I hate dungeon crawlers. That's why you don't see us review that many. Birdman doesn't play them. And I almost as a rule despise them if they don't have an auto-mapping feature. Why I never got into, like, wizardry. You died yet. You should be dead. I am... Yeah, I've got to do the thingy. I've got to find the other town. But I'm probably going to die here anyway. But, as an experiment, for like a let's try this out sort of thing, we'll do a bunch of these. We'll try out games I've never played that I may not actually do full play sessions for. Magic time. If I can find my way out of this damn dungeon. I'll go and see if I can go to the... I think I have to go to the town in the southeast. It's been years since I played that Switch one. That's the way out. Oh, man, I hated that. Oh, did I ever hate that? The town? Or that's not what I wanted. Anything else down here? It's just such, it's such a obnoxiously high encounter rate. It seems almost higher than the 8-bit games were. Alright, well, let's save here. Yeah. Needs more room. That's the max you can hold? Oh. Alright. Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay. I sold it to this Montavia. This is support to play Montavia. So now I have to find a way off. Okay, how the frig do I... doing this? What's up here? First person shit. Well, let's see if I can get off planet and get the cat. Oh wait, black market, black market, black market. This ceiling, right? It's the black market. Black market. Okay. Okay. That covers it. Well, let's save. We can go heal. I guess it just let me through. Okay. Hey, citizen. Look at that buff dude. probably lied. I have no idea if I'm vaccinated or not. Guess I can't go in the manhole yet. What's your passport? Okay. Wait a minute. Can I get to that thing? Darn. That must be what the manhole does. Maybe? I don't remember. All right. Animation. That was it? Okay. Ow. It looks like a dog. It doesn't look like a cat. Oh, now it looks like a cat. Like one of them Maine Coon the ones that look like Ron Perlman. Oh wait, before we go back, is there anything I can equip? Character's name is Tyrone in this. Wasn't it Odin or something in the English translation? Party. You're not equipped. Okay. Gonna talk to anybody else here. When I get back. Level. Okay, so does now join me at whatever level I'm at? Is that the idea? What we should do... see if there's any weapons and crap we can equip these characters. Or this new character. Shopping center. These are expensive as hell. There. Check the other little town thing here. Nothing there. Okay. And I don't think there was anything in the other town, but no harm in checking quickly before we end up going to the dungeon. The game is very small-ish as far as like how big the actual maps are too, which does lead to it, I guess, completing quicker. It'll be a lot easier now that we got 2 people. Still hate first-person perspective dungeon crawls. Okay, nothing. Let's try to get him out of the dungeon. I'm able to walk a lot more now. And at least it scaled so that it only had 1 enemy per screen when it was only 1 character. Alright, so... trying to retrace myself, but I don't remember exactly where to go, so we're just going to move around. I'm drawing a stupid map. And if I do play this again after this, like, let's play session, then I'll probably grab like a strategy guide map, because I'm not figuring out how to map these dungeons. That's if I feel like coming back. Oh, here we are. Okay, so wait, I have to... There we go. muddle my way through and hopefully find something. Okay, we got the compass. Good. I don't even know if... I can't remember if this is even in here. Well, we're getting the hell out. We do have to kill Medusa here to figure out where Medusa is. Then I'll come back, but I want to get out of here, get to town. We'll save, we'll get some equipment for our buddy here. And that's what we'll call it a day for this like, let's try out session or whatever we're going to call it. I can sort of see why they didn't bring this over here, even though this series was pretty popular in the West. It seems it's pretty bare bonesy for early 2000s. Alright, got my frickin' way out. Let's go see about some equipment. Auto battle. I thought it might go faster, not really. Okay, so okay. So gun's cool, but I don't think he needs it. The gun did a little more damage, maybe. So there. Actually, let's check the other shot first. Is that exactly what we got? Okay. Maybe I should look at that. But anyway, we'll fly to the planet, see what they had in that shop. They don't have anything better. And I will make sure that I come back, pick up that gun before we save and call it a session. Okay, yeah, that's better. What? It feels like a very bare bone. Like, it's visually, I like it. It's got a bit of that retro look to it. But it does look and feel very, very budget. You can run. You hold the cancel button. Okay. And it's about an hour. So yeah, I think it's not as good as I was hoping, but if you can get past the real steep difficulty curve at the beginning, it seems to get a little better. I really don't like first-person perspective dungeons, especially when they don't have auto mapping abilities or the ability to find a map that shows you where you are and that sort of stuff. I have never been somebody who liked drawing my own maps or keeping track of every step that I was taking. So if I do come back to this, we might eventually. We'll have to do it in such a way that I go into it with maps already drawn from the internet, and I just sort of take it step by step as I go through. Because it's interesting what they did. They cheaped out on a lot of aspects of this game so far, but they did have an interesting visual style, so it's kind of cool. Looks like they added some neat stuff. I feel like this is ripe for a proper remake. If they do a remake of Phantasy Star 1 or 1, 2, 3, and 4, or whatever they do, it should be in that HD 2D style that we've seen now from Square Enix. Also, technically, Konami and Lunar have done stuff like, and the Game Arts have done that with Gung Ho for Lunar, and other companies are starting to do it. I could see that. Like, I feel like the two series that really deserve that treatment the most right now would be if Capcom was willing to do it for Breath of Fire, especially like Breath of Fire 1 and 2, if they did that like a pairing, and then if they did, and then if Sega did Phantasy Star 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4. That would be real interesting to see them done in that style. But yeah, I mean, it's worth checking out. Hopefully, you found something interesting here, because for me, it was a full path of discovery, and I discovered that it's not as good as I was hoping, but I see that there's potential here for sure. So I guess we're gonna pick a couple other games like this to check out next time. I'm not sure exactly which ones we're gonna play, but again, we'll do a few of these where we try like 45 minutes to an hour session to see if they're worth moving on from there, mixed in with us playing games that are ones that we loved in the past, that are just nostalgic, and we want to do full playthroughs of. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for checking it out.